In these questions, we're subtracting decimals with tenths. So first, we have 7.6 minus 5.2. So we can set this out as a column subtraction, making sure that we've got our decimal points lined up, because if our decimal points are lined up, then our ones and our tenths place value columns will be lined up as well. We need to copy the decimal point down into our answer, and I like to do that straight away so that I don't forget. Now, with column subtraction, we work from right to left, so we start by subtracting our tenths. We have 6 minus 2, which is 4, and then onto our ones column, we have 7 minus 5, which is 2. So our answer is 2.4. Now we have 6.5 minus 1.9. So again, we set this out as a column subtraction, making sure that our decimal points are lined up and copying the decimal point down into our answer. Now we work from right to left, but in our tenths column, we have 5 minus 9, which we can't do using the column method. So we go to the left, 1 less, 1 in front, and now we have 15 tenths minus 9, which is 6. Now onto our ones column, we have 5 minus 1, which is 4, so our answer is 4.6. And to show what we did here, we started with 7.6, so that's 7 wholes and 6 tenths. We then took away 2 tenths. Then we took away 5 wholes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that left us with 2 wholes and 4 tenths, so 2.4. Then, for this question, we started with 6.5, so that's 6 wholes and 5 tenths. We needed to subtract 9 tenths, but we only had 5, so we exchanged with our ones, which meant that we had only 5 ones, but that gave us an extra 10 tenths, so we had 15 tenths. Then we could take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tenths to leave 6 tenths in our answer. Now here we have an empty fraction bar, so we can ignore it, but then we moved on to our ones column, so we now had 5 ones, and we were taking 1 away, which left us with 4 ones in our answer, which was 4.6. We could also show what we did using place value counters. So for this first question, we started with 7.6, so 7 ones and 6 tenths. We then subtracted 2 tenths, so let's take away 1, 2, and then we subtracted 5 ones, so let's take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that left us with 2 ones and 4 tenths, so 2.4. Then we started with 6.5, so 6 ones and 5 tenths, and we needed to take 9 tenths away. To do this, we had to exchange, so look really carefully at what happens with these place value counters. We're taking away 9 tenths. Now we can take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that left us with 6 tenths, but you'll notice we had to exchange one of our wholes, so now we only have 5 ones. We're taking 1 away, so that leaves us with 4 ones and 6 tenths, so 4.6. So let's try some more questions. We have 9.4 minus 5.8, so we can set this out as a column subtraction, making sure that our decimal points are lined up and copying the decimal point down into our answer. Now we work from right to left, but we can't do 4 minus 8 using the column method, so we go to the left, 1 less, 1 in front. 14 minus 8 is 6, and 8 minus 5 is 3, so our answer is 3.6. Now 6.1 minus 0.2. We can set this out as a column subtraction, copy down our decimal point, And now we can't do 1 minus 2, so we go to the left, 1 less, 1 in front. 11 minus 2 is 9, and 5 minus 0 is 5. So our answer is 5.9. Again, let's see what we did here. We started with 9.4, so that's 9 wholes and 4 tenths. And we needed to take away 8 tenths. But we only had 4 tenths, so we needed to exchange with one of our wholes. That meant that we had 8 wholes, but it gave us another 10 tenths, so we had 14 tenths. So then we could take away 8 tenths. Let's subtract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can ignore this empty fraction bar, and we can see that we now have 6 tenths. Then we moved on to the ones column, so we had 8 minus 5. If we take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wholes, that leaves us with 3 wholes and 6 tenths, so 3.6. Then, for this question, we started with 6.1, so that's 6 wholes and 1 tenth, and we needed to take 2 tenths away. So we exchanged one of our wholes for 10 more tenths. That meant that we had 5 wholes and 11 tenths. So we could take away 1, 2 tenths. We can ignore this empty fraction bar, and we can see that we now have 9 tenths. We didn't take away any wholes, so we were left with our answer 5.9. We could also show what we did using place value counters. So for this question, we started with 9.4, so 9 ones and 4 tenths, and we needed to take away 8 tenths. We can take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tenths, and you can see that we're left with 6 tenths. You also saw that we had to exchange one of our wholes for 10 more tenths, so now we only have 8 wholes, or 8 ones. If we take 5 away, let's subtract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that leaves us with our answer 3 ones and 6 tenths, so 3.6. Now for this question, we started with 6.1, so that's 6 ones and 1 tenth, and we needed to take 2 tenths away. We can take away 1 tenth, exchange, and then take away our second tenth to leave us with 5 ones and 9 tenths, so 5.9.